Well, I had gotten to a place in my editing career where I'd gone past the struggling to get started phase, and I'd actually even gotten past the feast or famine stage, and I'd gotten to the point where I had more work than I had time to do. And I was at a writers' conference handing out my business card, and one of my clients said, "Now, wait a minute, you barely have time for me, and you're getting more work. Don't you know some other editors that you could maybe pass some of this work on to?" And I said, I don't, but I should. That's a good idea, because a lot of the jobs that were coming to me, I knew I wasn't the best editor for that job. Maybe I didn't really know as much about that genre as maybe some other editor would know. So when I got home from that conference, I contacted the few editors that I knew at the time and said, is there a network for editors like there are so many groups for writers? And they all said, not that I know of, you should start one. So I started a network of editors, and people started coming out of the woodwork saying, "Can I design the website? Can I design a logo? Can we start some online courses? Can we do a newsletter?" And I was just like, "Well, yeah, go ahead." And what it ended up being was, we have an online loop where people who either are editors or they want to become editors can have a discussion on an email loop and ask whatever questions they want about freelance editing, and get answers from people who've been doing it for a little bit longer. We have online courses where if people want to get into an editing business, or they want to study a particular section or faction of that, they can learn about that. We have some basic courses on how to have a freelance business. We have courses on copy editing and proofreading. We have courses on marketing, all different kinds of things in our online courses. So it's really helped a lot of people to realize their dream, to accomplish their dream of becoming a freelance editor. And after the Christian Pen had been around for about 5 years, some of the members came to me and said, we'd like to have a group that's just the established professional editors, so that if a job comes to us and we know we're not quite the right editor for that job, or we don't have time for it, we can refer them to a group of editors that we know we could trust as a good referral. And so I happened at about that time to find out that ChristianEditor.com was available. So I got that domain name and started a second organization. And this is just for connecting authors with established professional editors. And in order to be part of that network, one of the editors in the network, I give tests and screening and application process to make sure that they really are an established professional editor who knows what they're doing. And then I also find out what their specialties are, what their areas of expertise are. And so when someone goes to ChristianEditor.com and fills out the form for authors seeking editors, they let me know what the genre is, what type of editing they're looking for, and then I match them personally with the editors who seem like they would be a good fit for that author.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.